You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Vampire Diaries After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Vampire Diaries After Show.
Yo, what up, AFTERBUZZers?
Oh, God.
Finale!
Let's just have a moment of silence before we get into anything.
Moment of
1, 2,
silence.
3. Just to collect ourselves.
We do need to collect ourselves.
Collective sigh.
Bing is for doing it. We're doing another AFTERBUZZ TV show for Vampire Diaries Season 3, Episode 22, The Departed, the season finale. And
my
what a
God.
finale it was.
Oh my God.
No.
Can I just... Okay. I feel as if the entire episode was kind of just like... It was kind of just like foreplay for the last, like, 2 moments.
Well, and actually, I got to give Dave credit for that, because last week you said, watch what's going to... Because we felt last week's episode was a season finale.
Last week seemed like a season finale, and I said, and I'll tell everyone on air, that while we were watching this week's episode, I got so bored.
Yeah, I got a little bored.
Agree, but that's not what I was saying. Last week, you said that watch next week's episode's going to be boring, and then the last 5 minutes is going to
be great.
Bring us to next season, which...
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a... It was boring, but it was all foreplay. They gave you a little bit, pulled
Well,
it
and I
back.
think that the finale for them is more about the emotion than anything.
Yeah.
Story.
Well, because they kept on saying, like, this week I've been going out of my mind, like, trying to figure out what was going to happen, like, reading blogs, reading everything, like, trying to figure out, and there was so many, like, contradictory things. Like, I texted Jesse saying, I think she chooses Stefan, which he does, and we're going to have a serious conversation about that. But anyways, like, I had no idea what was going to happen. And everybody was saying it's going to be a combination of the first season finale and the second season finale. The first season finale was, like, really intense, like, violent, like, a lot of action. The second was, like, very emotional. And they were like, it's going to be a combination.
That's what it was. And
I
can we
think
just give?
it was like a,
Can we just give Emily a round of applause, because I thought she was gonna come in tonight and know everything about the episode and just hang it over our heads. And you watched it with us. I appreciate
Thank you,
that, girl.
thank you. It was really hard. I had to stay off Twitter. I was going to watch it online because I was driving myself crazy, but I stuck it out. It really stuck it out.
Oh my God, Emily.
I know,
Let's
you guys
get
should
into
be
it.
so
You can't
proud.
just wait a couple hours and watch it with us? God, what's the matter with you?
But I did. I stuck it out.
And we're proud for you for that. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about tonight. I mean, we had this storyline with Caroline Tyler. They were gonna run away, and I kind of was upset with that at first, but then I could kind of see they would be like every other vampire who just runs around.
No, the minute that they said that they were going to run away, and Karen was like, I'll meet you in 2 hours.
Yeah, everybody was like, not happening.
And they were kissing, and we were like, all right, who's dying? Which one of them is dying? Because
And
one of
obviously
them
it's
is
not
clearly going to
Caroline.
die.
By the way, I just thought, you know, I do like them. Like, I've been a little bit like Klaus and Caroline, but I do like them together. I thought it was so kind of over dramatically, like, I'll leave with you. Like, I'll go anywhere where you, and I didn't necessarily like, I don't know if I didn't believe it. I was just like, I kind of rolled my eyes.
I've never looked at Caroline and been
You're
like,
such a
"Ooh,
cynic."
her as an actress bothers me," until that one crying scene. She's like, I can't.
That's you are not cute when you cry. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror when you cry?
Well,
like
real crying.
You
to
are
me.
not cute. Well, you know what I mean.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that felt like authentic and not like some actress
that's
trying
what
to cry
I'm
because it was
saying.
ugly and like weird when a person would cry. So
I just didn't want to see all that.
Like
from
when
Caroline.
Demi Moore cries, she is just like a goddess.
like when it's like a single tear and you're like, no one cries like that.
no one has.
Their dad just started like,
Yeah, no.
that's emotion.
No, it was emotion. I just like maybe it was the music. Maybe I just was like
Usually
It
there's
was just
like
the face.
snot
The face
running
Yeah.
out of your
No,
face.
see, if it was
Yeah.
if we got snot and like the mascara was running, but it was just like
yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you,
well.
Jesse.
I also think it's where have we been? We gone in the fact that we hated Sheriff Forbes. And I really like her and the mayor. I was looking at them tonight, like, oh, you guys are good moms. You care. And
I mean, they still love their kids despite the fact that they are demons.
Yeah.
But
And they've grown.
who's grown?
No, Sheriff Forbes and
Oh
Meredith.
yeah, the moms have grown. I was like, the kids
They've
haven't grown.
evolved.
They're dead. And that was the other thing that bothered me a lot about the entire episode was that Caroline kept referring to their lives and like Tyler was like, we're gonna spend the rest of our lives together and the mothers were like, you have to get out, otherwise you're gonna be dead. And I'm just like, they're already dead.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Or am I confused?
they are, but like vanished
Or
from
like
the world.
you don't have
Yeah.
an actual life. Like you're not
yeah.
gonna live a fulfilling life. You're a vampire and a half vampire, a werewolf.
I mean,
man.
wow! Take every little bit of anything
Yes,
that they
I
have
am
from
taking
them.
it to heart. Get over
But
yourselves.
you know what?
You're the undead.
Do you know what I found interesting about it? It was like,
Dark
which I don't know if we want to go into this now, but the whole thing was how Klaus was the one who could show Caroline the world. And now it's like
They were gonna do it
now
together.
it's like Tyler and Caroline are gonna run around the world together. It was just kind of like, I don't know.
Well, so what did you guys think as far as Bonnie obviously goes and does this spell over Klaus's body, and we find out that at the end that Klaus is inside of
Tyler's
Tyler.
body. Well, I mean, it gives Klaus a way to live on, and he gets to,
And we still get to see Tyler and Caroline in a sense.
in theory, and Klaus gets to finally be with Caroline.
Can I throw out a theory? I think
What if I was like,
we
no,
didn't.
David?
I didn't know if you wanted to be like for predictions or whatever, but it's season finale. We can
This
do
whole
it right now.
show is prediction.
Yeah. So I think that what will happen is Caroline's gonna be like, oh my God, you're alive. Their relationship's gonna be better than ever. She's gonna fall even more madly in love with him.
And then find out it's not him.
Find out it's not him, and then I don't think Klaus is completely burnt like ashes. I really don't.
What do you guys think as far as
So
Klaus
wait,
goes?
can I finish my theory?
Oh, that would sound like an ending statement.
No, I don't think he's complete ashes. So I think they'll switch back, and she's gonna have to make a choice between Klaus. She loves him. She's fallen in love with him.
Klaus
she's gonna
the
find
charcoal
out.
man.
She's gonna find out.
Well, if all
that
that's
it
true,
was-
Bonnie's got a whole 3 more seasons.
yeah.
Wouldn't it make
lot of witch
sense?
magic.
Wouldn't it make sense to think that? So Bonnie switched Klaus's and Tyler's essences,
Right.
Yes.
Wouldn't Tyler's essence move on to the afterlife? So if she ever wanted to, she could get rid of Klaus's and put Tyler's back into his own body.
I mean,
Which
I
is
don't
why
think he-
Klaus was like the spirit world is going to be angry with you, and isn't that where the mother has been all this time, all these thousands of years in the spirit
I
world?
think the
Yeah.
spirit world would be
The
angry
other
with her
side. The
because
other side.
they
other
Yeah.
side.
The
they
other
want
side.
Klaus dead. The witches want Klaus dead, and so she killed not even though Tyler's not human, she killed a good soul and to save
Yeah.
Good.
Klaus.
Yeah.
Tyler's a good guy.
No. He would have gone to demon hell along with the
Yeah.
rest of them.
Along with the rest, I'm just
Exactly.
in theory though
So
of who
either
Tyler.
way you look at the side of the coin, Tyler, had he been killed a regular way, he still would have not been accepted into the other side.
Yeah.
And now,
Even though Alaric was.
ooh, and I just thought about this.
That's because of the spell that was cast.
All that stuff she said over Klaus's body.
Yeah.
Why should I do this? So she openly had to admit she was going to lose her mother because her
Yeah.
mom's dead now.
No,
Oh no, because Klaus is
No.
alive, right?
Because
her
Klaus
mom
is
isn't
alive.
dead.
So
But
this
she
is a way for her to keep
openly
it.
she openly gave up Tyler, which is what's gonna come back to haunt
Right.
Bonnie. Is that she allowed Tyler to die?
And how do we think
Yeah.
Caroline's gonna handle that?
She's not gonna be very happy.
How does Caroline care?
She has Klaus now.
She has
and
Klaus
Tyler.
now.
She has both of them.
So,
all gonna
or you know what?
She's got the best of both worlds.
Elena's like, can you
Yeah.
do that for me?
Yeah. I was gonna like, can you just combine them? I think we can all agree in Ian Somerhalder's body.
Oh God.
And-
Billy, what do you think as far as Klaus in his situation of where he's?
I don't think that Klaus's body is. I think that Tyler's essence is gone. I have a feeling that it's going to be more definite than that.
And what about Klaus's body?
I think that that body is gone. I don't think. I mean, there's always the possibility that they could do that,
can
but
do whatever.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
I feel like I don't know. I hope they don't. I want it to be
I
more.
feel like that totally sucks for the actor. His character is still around,
Yeah,
but
but
he's
he's
not
not.
playing
Yeah.
it.
But he wasn't a
interesting.
series regular.
What?
He was
wasn't-
Oh, no, I
no,
know.
he
He
was
was-
the series regular.
Was he this season?
Yeah, he was this season. He was the series regular.
But
yeah.
interesting that they didn't show us
one's
the body
safe.
burning.
Yeah, see, that's what I
that's
said.
very.
There was smoke.
There was way
no,
too
but
many
I mean,
flames.
No,
And
but still,
flames.
come on, think
But
of
it
any other show
wasn't-
But
that
just the way
Yeah.
it
that
was shot. for me.
that Damon and Alaric were still there and they both were in the place where that coffin was and accepted that he was dead sort of made me think that they confirmed that he was dead
Yeah.
in that coffin.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't have been like just hanging out with it.
Just chilling.
Like I feel like it was supposed to be sort of accepted that that body was gone.
And my other question for you guys, because I was a little surprised when they opened the coffin up and his eyes were like,
that happened
was-
with the father.
it did.
Yeah.
It, yeah.
Only way
Remember
they
when they
did,
the
right,
first
right.
time they
And
opened
she
it
pulled
because
the
he's not
shoes off.
dead. He's just desiccated. Whatever.
Awkward.
Yeah.
You had to stare into Klaus Tyler's eyes and know he was gonna die.
Klaus Tyler.
Oh, because for her.
Klaus
Oh,
to
yeah,
Tyler.
because she switched him,
Clyler.
and then all of a sudden
Clyler.
it was
Clyler.
Tyler.
Oh
Tyler.
God.
That's interesting. It's
Tyler.
interesting.
Well, if you need to buy ropes, chains, or anything, if you want to tie somebody up, do it online. You guys can go to AfterBuzzTV.com and make your purchase through Amazon. It's really simple. Go to AfterBuzzTV.com, hit the Amazon link, and make your purchase. It's free. It doesn't help. I mean, I'm sorry. Boo boo.
It helps us here at the studio, but
Keep
it
the
doesn't
lights
cost
on.
anything to you.
Yes.
Simple. Do it.
It's very
Do it.
slick. It was very
Just do it.
slick here.
Just
Until
do
it
it.
wasn't.
Until
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. Until it
then-
wasn't.
You gotta get that potato out of your mouth.
Excuse me. So
Okay.
then we're gonna go on to Elijah and Rebecca.
Yes.
Thoughts.
Oh, I love them.
That's
love
your
Rebecca.
thought.
Well, that was my first. I love Rebecca. I was gonna be really upset if she got killed. And
Yeah.
You know, it is very interesting that they decided to keep Elijah and Rebecca as the originals and get rid of Klaus.
Well, because they have a sense of redemption for them with them.
yeah.
But immediately, the minute Klaus was dead, Rebecca was like, "I'm killing Elena."
Yeah.
Well, because
To protect herself.
Immediately to
Yeah.
protect herself. Elijah, I understand. But
'Cause I think
Rebecca's
you need-
just a bitch.
Wait, but why? Because I think to me it was
She's a
more shocking.
fabulous
It was more
bitch.
shocking that Elijah wanted to kill Elena.
Elena. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Oh, I think
Elijah
because
has a sense
Elijah.
of duty
But Elijah.
But he's
in
always
his
got a-
family.
No, he's always had like a thing. He's always had a soft spot for Elena because he had something for Catherine
in his pants.
in his pants. Yeah, so he's already he's always had something for her. So
That's what I'm
I
saying.
was yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So, and then with Rebecca, she has no ties to anybody really. Even though I kind of felt like she was gonna save Matt for some reason. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was surprised. that
Well,
she
whatever.
didn't.
She's got Matt.
I think like
Stefan
they're
saved him.
good. The thing is with
do
Klaus.
you think Matt was saved?
Stefan saved
Yeah.
him.
No, I
Yeah.
know he brought him from the water, but he wasn't even waking
Yeah,
him.
I think he was. I think the thing with Rebecca and Elijah, Rebecca creates good kind of drama, like teenage drama, like teenage love triangle drama. And Klaus, it was like a season. There was like a season and a half of Klaus almost,
Yeah.
even though he wasn't in half of it. It was like so much of Klaus. It was like, okay, it's time for him to go.
Klaus
Or
is
some-
still not
or something
gone.
to change.
Yeah, something
but at
to
least in the
change.
way that it is now with Klaus inhabiting Jeremy's body, and going to have to pretend to be Tyler. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That provides something else for the character to do. But as it stood, I mean, we had a season and a half of either he had to be completely evil and be killed or become like a good person.
Yeah.
And that was just something that it was done. Like it needed to end or become something different.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it did.
Yes. Me too.
Now, I mean, I'm obviously I'm over Elijah and Rebecca, but where do we think that's going to bring them now? Now that Klaus is still alive.
Here's what I think. I think Elijah is going to become a big part of Elena's transition.
Why?
And helping her through that.
Versus Stefan?
Versus Stefan because...
But is Elijah a vegetarian?
No,
Quote,
but
unquote?
he's not like impulsive like Ripper like Klaus is or Stefan is.
Okay.
I think because when you transition, and only I would know that or like remember
Because
this,
you've transitioned.
because when you transition,
From
because
personal experience.
From your transition.
from my
yes.
transition, compulsion wears off, so you remember everything that
Oh,
you
right,
had been
yes.
compelled. So I think
Ooh, write a note on that.
Elena is going to remember what Damon said to her on the bridge.
Yes, the first night.
The
that she met
first
him.
time, because she did meet Damon before Stefan. Now
Well,
we
what
know that
else is she gonna remember?
she not much. And and he told
Not
her,
much.
and he told her he's like compelled her like twice or like telling her that he loves her, but he can't be with her because of Stefan. And so I think she's going to remember all of that, and it's going to make everything even more confusing. Because here's the thing, even though she made the choice of Stefan, we all know they can't like go back into fairy tale land.
No.
It's not going to happen. They can't.
It can go back to what it was.
No.
And she made the choice of Stefan, but I feel like very begrudgingly. Didn't you
Yeah.
feel that, Billy?
It was like she almost
Yeah.
was going back there because there were other people who were going to die.
exactly. She
Yeah.
was like, I'm
She's
choosing
like, I have to be with
Stefan.
Caroline. That was what it felt like
Yeah.
to me. It was like, I
Right.
can't leave Caroline.
No,
to
but she
die.
said Tyler's name first, and I'm like,
Because she was like, I have to go back for Stefan
and Tyler,
Tyler
Caroline.
and Caroline and
Yeah.
things are happening and you're all the way over there.
And then,
And I'll see you at the mall,
Yeah.
Becky.
Wait, did you guys not put together?
Billy gets what I'm saying.
Did you guys not put together Meredith Vampire Blood?
No,
Elena, you
not
didn't
at
put it together
all.
You did?
Oh
When
my
did
I
you
did.
already put that together?
when it happened.
When
In the
we-
beginning? of the
Like, yeah.
episode?
What?
Yeah.
How so? How did you pull that out of your...
Because it's vampire blood. Because
Vagine.
they need to do it. Like,
she
I
said
felt
she
like
just
they
had a
were going to do it.
concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was
like,
lying. But she's
concussion.
crazy.
But she did also keep like passing out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Elena. She like
Yeah.
was like kept getting knocked out, which doesn't.
Oh,
really
wait,
happen when
question.
you have a
What do you guys think of
concussion.
the flashbacks?
The first flashback, I was a little... Yeah, I guess that was her passing out. When they went back to the bonfire one at first, and they flashed back to them dressed in like the cheerleading outfits, I was like, oh, what a boring life. Why? Thank God they never showed us the high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a boring life. You're a cheerleader dating a footballer, and I'm a host at AFTERBUZZ TV. You're such a boring life, Elena. Oh, thank God you met some
Versus-
vampires and your best friend became a
Oh
witch.
my God. You know, did Brittany Brower go inside of your body?
Brittany and I switched
I performed a
bodies.
switch.
Is that what it was?
He did a transition.
Billy.
Sorry.
Well, if you want to hear any of the comments that Brittany has made us die over, you guys can download us, subscribe to us on iTunes. Do it. Back to the conversation.
And Billy made a very keen observation about the bonfire scene that I was like, oh, because I actually had never seen the first episode of Vampire Diaries. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, yeah, if you... The song that they used in the flashback scene is the song that opens the pilot.
Really?
It's
I
the
didn't
same
even-
song by Metric.
Good call.
It's the same song.
Right? And I was like, oh my God. I
Yeah.
never watched the pilot.
The pilot's good. The pilot's really good. The pilot's good, but
You know.
it's really good.
There's
Yeah, it was
seats
the
to
same
fill
song.
and...
I liked the flashing back. I
Yeah.
liked getting to see... Because, I mean, the important part of it was getting to see when Damon and Elena met.
Yeah.
I thought that
That
was a
was-
beautiful scene. I loved it.
Yeah.
And
That was an epic scene for
That
the
was an
vampire.
epic-
And for that to come after
Epic.
her, for them to say, you know, maybe if I had met you first,
I
and then to see that and to know, and then I was like, oh shit.
And also to use her exact words, because she had told Matt, Damon, he consumes me, and then he says to her, "You want a love that consumes you."
yeah.
Oh,
And is
look
it-
at you, Nancy Drew. That like went over my head.
And is adventurous and a little bit dangerous. I mean, he was literally like spelling it out for her.
But no one, you guys don't think Stefan and her have a consuming love?
no,
as well?
not
No.
at all.
Like, I mean, yeah, their love probably.
If it was consuming, then she wouldn't have been pulled away to Damon.
Yeah.
Damon consumes her so much, he took her from Stefan and was able to move Stefan
She
out.
loves him, and she explained it in the episode because of what happened, because of the circumstances.
I don't-
Had that not happened, she would have never fallen in love with Stefan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one of those things. I think she loves Stefan. I don't think she's in love with Stefan.
It's like she feels almost like she has to love Stefan.
Yeah.
Because she did, and because of what he did for her, that she feels. I think at this point she's almost doing it out of an obligation.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she even said that he came to me at a time in my life
when
that I needed
him.
someone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ooh, yeah.
Here's going to be the question.
Right. I mean, exactly.
Here's the question. How long is it going to take now for Elena and Damon to get together?
A split second, she
A
just
split
woke
second?
up. Doesn't all her memory just come rushing back?
Yeah, but she has to prove to Damon, because Damon's pissed off.
He's not that pissed off. You saw he, like, as soon as he realized Elena was dying.
Dead.
he
Oh,
was like,
yeah, that's true.
You got
He turned
was
into
like-
Superman?
Yeah. He just
And he
whooped.
flew to Mystic Falls.
I'm saying, like,
Yeah,
he just
that's
gained all this
true,
power.
yeah.
He's been getting his ass whipped by Alaric this whole time, and
He is a vampire, though.
He is a vampire.
Let's
He
not
is a
forget,
vampire.
Alaric has killed him 15 times since he became a vampire. He seems to be fine.
But Alaric's dead. We didn't talk about that.
we are getting
Okay.
Now he is dead. But
Yeah.
she died.
Yeah.
She died.
Who's she? Elena?
Please take that
Elena.
out of your mouth.
Sorry.
Elena
my neck.
drowned.
Elena
She
drowned.
drowned just like her parents.
Just like
It was
Buffy.
for me. It was like a little.
Just like Buffy. Buffy died on season 1 and she drowned and came back to life,
Yep.
which is why there was a second Slayer,
It was like a little too kind of like parallel.
Kendra.
Wait, so if the doppelganger dies, does
Will
a new
another
one?
one be born?
Another one won't be born because vampires cannot procreate.
Yeah, she didn't have one yet.
Oh, she didn't have children. Oh. She would have had to have had kids, but isn't it like
But can't Jeremy have one?
they're not related?
No, that's
No,
right.
they're not related. Yeah,
So there'll never be another doppelganger.
That's good.
which is good.
We figured it out here, guys.
Oh, what was it? Oh, because we were talking about
Unless
the-
she had a baby and put it up for adoption.
Flashbacks next season.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
She
There
was
we go.
13 years old and had a child.
with Matt.
That was during that reality show she's filming.
Yes.
Mom.
And that baby happens to look like her twin.
Well, because okay, so here's the weird thing, because in the books, Elena turns, and I think it's like in the second or third or whatever, it doesn't matter. And one of the things in the very beginning of like the Vampire Diaries craziness, they asked the executive producer, "Will she turn?" They said, "No, like we know it's a big part of the story, but it's a little too Twilight." That's like what Twilight. Here's why I don't understand why they saved it until the exact time the Twilight movie with Bella as a vampire is coming out.
And
I said
if
the
you
same
saw the last Twilight film,
Yeah.
It
when
ends the
she
same
woke
way.
up, it ends. It's the same
really-
exact
Really?
sequence.
Except her eyes
and
are
the
red.
shot,
and she's
the exact same shot as how
above her face.
Bella
and her eyes
wakes
snap
up.
open, and then the cuts to credits.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was identical.
We
It was
saw
like
it
it might as well.
together.
We
So
did.
it-
Yeah,
You saw it together.
we did see it
No,
together.
you
I
didn't.
forgot. We did see it together.
I
my
actually
God.
just saw it like maybe a week and a half ago.
Billy had never seen any of the Twilight films, and
I'm
I
not a
dragged
particular
him
fan
to
of them.
I'm not a Twilight person at all.
I dragged him to see it, and then never mind. And then that happened.
Well, so okay. Now are the producers screwing?
I
with
think
us?
no.
No,
I
she's
think they
definitely- she has to be a
ran.
vampire.
I think
Or
they.
she'll die.
I think they ran out of stories. I think they
Really?
ran out of storylines. I think they didn't know what to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, they should watch our show.
I really don't think
we could.
They really didn't.
We could.
It's
Matt. We could follow Matt when he goes on one of his little trips for a whole episode.
It's so hard when
Jeremy and Matt could become homos.
I mean that. I don't mind that.
Just if you think about it, it's so hard. You have 22. It is a lot harder than you would think it is to do it. It is really, really hard.
But here's the thing. Who wants to sit around and watch the entire next season about Elena struggling with the fact that she's a vampire?
It's always about this bitch.
Nobody.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I don't think.
hello.
I don't think it's always only going to be, because I think it's going to be a lot about Tyler.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot about the love triangle. I don't know.
But it's really going to focus on Elena.
Unless it could happen very quickly. I mean, Caroline was able to adapt to become a vampire within 2 episodes, so it's not like we have to see it be drawn out.
That's true. That's
She's
true.
been around vampires
But
for
it
so
is
long now.
Elena.
It's not gonna be
She's
such a shock.
super dramatic.
True. Caroline was super dramatic before she turned also, though. Let's not forget.
Oh yes, that's right.
Do you know what? It's
She also wasn't the star of the show.
It'll be very interesting though to see the way that this changes the character of Elena.
yeah, that's true. I was
Because
about to
there's a
say that. Yeah.
possibility for them to really change the direction of who this character is, because now she's had this major literally life altering thing happen to her. And I'm kind of into it because there's only so many more things we can see her become the damsel in distress and having to save her. Like, what season is this? Season 3. Like going into season 4, we needed something else.
Right.
The originals come and gone. What other super villain can top the originals?
Maybe
I don't know.
Can we do Elena and Catherine?
I can't wait. That's
Bitching
gonna
it out like I can, because they said once Klaus is gone, Catherine's coming back, and I am so excited.
And it's gonna be
like,
interesting because she's gonna think he's
like,
gone, but he's still there.
Yeah, I want to full on bitch off. It's gonna be fabulous.
Well, talking about who can be the next bad guy, one of our fans out there hit us up on YouTube or iTunes and brought up Bonnie. And last episode, they said if you do this spell, there's going to be a lot of temptation and darkness that will overcome you. And
she gave up her friend's life this week.
So to save her mother, who
if
doesn't
we
even care about her.
Right. So I'm wondering if we're going to get her to turn to the other side, almost.
Like
and become,
Evil Willow?
Yeah, be like Evil Willow.
And kind of be like she resents them so much that she'll turn against them.
Well, they've been building that all season
Yeah,
long,
I think
so it wouldn't be unbelievable for that. For her
wouldn't.
to
No.
Would
to
that
turn
be
against
really
them.
interesting? Would we want to see that?
I think
Bonnie
if it was
the
done
villain?
right, it could be cool if they did it right.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
With the power of the witches behind her,
Yeah.
that would be really interesting.
Because
Wait,
that's the
Because
one
then they
person.
really would want to team up with her.
Yeah.
That's the one person that they would have no idea how to fight because they're always going to her to figure out how to fight.
And then I think you could bring in another witch who's not as like kind of dramatic and doesn't feel as emotionally, who's very like okay with being a witch and okay with doing all of this stuff and could maybe like get involved in all like the little dramas of them and like have some more fun.
It's got a male witch.
It's gonna male witch, yeah.
Just throw that in there.
Okay.
Sure, but just not the one that they had
No.
He
before.
died.
I know, but I
Yeah.
hated them.
Yeah.
Like he's dead,
They
so
were
don't worry
so
about it.
boring.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they
that
were
family
boring.
was really boring.
Ain't gonna happen. All right, so then we get this love triangle back, and where is this gonna bring us? Where is this gonna take us? Who? To me, when at the beginning when Stefan went back and kissed Elena, I feel like the only reason he did that is because he knew
that
she
she
wanted to
wanted
pick
Damon.
Damon, yeah.
You could tell in the way that after he kissed her when he left, you could see it in her eyes that she didn't love him anymore.
Yeah.
And just like by her body language and just everything, there was no way that she loves him the way that he loves her.
And this is going to really, I think, the way that this episode ended, now it's going to be more, Elena's going to obviously, through her transition, remember these things that she was compelled not to, which is going to push her in a direction towards pursuing Damon. But the way that she spurned him, I think now it's going to be like she's going to be chasing him, which will be very interesting to see because he's clearly going to be hurt and not really be like, okay, cool,
see,
come
that's
on
the
back.
thing. I think he's really hurt. I think
be
he's like,
interesting.
it's like he was obsessed. I mean, he was obsessed with Catherine for 160 years, but the second she told him it's always been Stefan, he was like, bitch, I hate you. Like, peace out. So it's going to be interesting to see how he.
No, but see, even though he said that, think about it, he blacked out and thought about the night that he met her, and that's what brought the strength to him.
Yeah,
he basically is saying, well, she said, if I met you first, he's like, well, no, bitch, you did meet me first.
That's right. It was him blacking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't remember that.
No, that was his flashback. But I do think it's gonna be when she remembers these things, she's gonna have to pursue him a little bit, which I think will be an interesting dynamic to see.
Or she'll be the one who's angry at him for making her forget, which will definitely happen. Because it's Elena.
By the way, this season premiere is going to be like really interesting because a whole lot of stuff needs to happen.
Which they usually.
yeah.
I
She
feel
needs
like
to
we always
leave the
feel like that.
morgue. She needs to find a witch ring to keep her alive out of the sun.
They can just make them, can't they?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Only
that
Bonnie.
Someone will shit that right out.
Yeah.
They sell them at Hot
Yeah.
Topic.
Anthropology.
It's such an anthropology
It's right next to
ring.
the True Blood.
Or maybe like a necklace or like
She needs something.
she needs something.
And then she needs to start curling her hair.
yeah.
Like,
Wearing some skinny jeans and some
She needs
heels.
to buy some leather pants.
Well, so, I mean, is it also, do we think that the fact that it kind of came into play of Rick training her to be this tougher girl that she's...
Gonna be a tougher vampire?
Yeah, like when it comes to her versus Kat or her versus just dealing with Stefan and Damon, do we think that she'll almost kind of turn on both of them and be like, no, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
that's a
gain
good
this-
point that maybe she will turn on both of them in the way she's like, if it weren't for the two of you, I would be a normal person and not a vampire.
Right, because technically
Yeah.
they both interfered with her life.
Yeah.
But that's not true. Had it not been for the two of them, chances are she would be dead right now.
Right.
That's true. No, I know
not
that's
a
true.
vampire.
But
Nothing bad
ever happens in Mystic
Falls. Yeah. Yeah, that was like,
Nice.
you kind of have to, there's always that line where it's like, ha ha, like,
Yeah.
how cute, like, how funny. It's like,
My favorite line was when Elijah is in there making this deal with Elena. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Damon starts talking out of the phone.
he's like, no.
Way to throw
Yeah.
the droid in there again. Love them for that. And then where does this take us with the originals?
Gotta make money.
Gotta make money.
How are the originals going to make money next season?
By the way, really just throwing it out there, Elena, because you know how we've talked about like the fund of Elena, like the how does Elena have so much money, like keeping up that house? The house that they film the show in.
Is that the one that was on fire this week?
No, it's on sale.
Oh.
The like Elena's house is on sale,
Forced
so she might be moving. We might see Elena moving.
Well, now she can go live with the vampires.
Yeah, because she won't be able to get into our own house.
Where is
Well,
that
no,
house?
Jeremy
It's in,
can
like,
let her in.
don't they film in like
It's in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Covington.
Atlanta or North Carolina?
Covington, Georgia. No, North
Georgia.
Carolina.
Let's not bring up North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Florida and North Carolina, dude. What's going on with you?
Don't you read the news?
Aren't you up on
with you?
today's issues?
Current events.
Every day, something.
Anyways,
It's true.
So the
Things happen
originals.
every day.
Every day?
things are
just
happening every
Knocking off
day.
all the states, huh?
Yeah.
Originals.
Anyways.
The originals. Where are we going?
Oh, I think Rebecca is her main thing is just going to be like being Barbie.
Well, she
Playing-
wants to start a life.
Playing like Matt, like her relationship with Matt, and it's like I said before, I think Elijah and Elena's bond is going to increase.
I think so too. Maybe Elijah will play like a father figure, and Rebecca will play. She said it in this episode. I'm sick of running.
Yeah.
I've spent the past
And it'll be interesting too.
better
with-
part of 1,000 years running.
It'll be interesting to see how the relationship with her and Matt can continue after she essentially tried to kill Matt by trying to kill Elena.
Right.
So that will be fun to sort of watch because we sort of built them up as this
Yeah.
thing, whatever is happening there.
I
And then-
didn't know you were driving the car. I didn't
So all
notice
sorts of
you.
things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but to me, now their love is going to be a slower
Yeah.
growth.
Kind of like
If they keep Rebecca around.
Right. For some reason,
I love her.
you think they'll really keep both the originals around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they technically kept Klaus's character.
I know, it's crazy.
So,
because here's the thing: if you think about it, if they don't keep them around, you have Stefan, Damon, Elena, Caroline, Tyler, Bonnie, and Jeremy.
Well,
And Matt.
And Matt. Okay. It's like, let's go to high school.
Dr.
Let's
Fell.
like I don't know. I think it makes that a lot less interesting.
well, and the only adult we're left with is Fell.
Yeah. And Mayor Lockwood and
Right, and
Lockwood
Sheriff
and
Forbes.
Sheriff Forbes.
Well, that's if Tyler and Caroline
Yeah.
stick around.
Ooh,
Ooh, good call.
But also, what's gonna happen now that everyone's been outed?
Right, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
That could be the sort of the villain of next season is the humans of the town.
The whole town.
who are aware now that
There's
these
vampires.
vampires exist. I mean, they all could very easily be compelled now that
But the council all
Alaric
drinks
is
for
with it.
Vane.
yeah.
Council all wears for Vane.
So that could be the new thing. Keeping the humans.
So
at
it's gonna
bay.
be like Mission Impossible vampire style, like
Everyone's just gonna live in the cave.
live in the
Tom
cellars,
will
like
guest star.
like Mission like rolling around the floor, like trying to hide.
I don't know. I just
Maybe they'll leave Mystic Falls. Maybe they'll all just up and leave.
can't do
And they'll
that.
go to Chicago.
Go to Chicago. Go to Chicago and party it
Bring
up.
back the Roaring 20s.
Exactly.
Take Elena around the world.
Tickling around the world.
Tickling around the world.
Elena.
Personally, I
Billy,
understood.
where is your?
I understood.
I
what
heard you say
said,
tickling around the
but
world.
you do have problems with your enunciation.
My speech.
You really do.
I got. It's like that.
I'm clarifying
Chicago
for
accent.
everyone who's listening to
Yeah.
you and can't see your mouth.
Thank you.
Who's as surprised as me that Meredith Fell survived this season?
Shock face. I
Shock
think
face.
The two
Shock
of us.
face. The two of us, because from day one, because we know
I was like, she was gonna die.
through Pretty Little Liars and One Tree Hill, we were like, oh, Tori DeVito,
She's a
psycho.
villain.
Psycho will
She's
end up
psycho.
dead.
Will end up dead. Like,
But why are they
Who
keeping her
knows?
character? What is she going?
Well, you said in the books that character and Elena were
different.
close, right?
Because she's younger.
yeah, no, in the books, her, oh, I totally forgot. Her character is the only one who Damon is like, kind of scared of.
Okay.
Who can like challenge Damon and who can challenge Damon and she's a very, very, very big part of the books. I think,
Well, maybe
yeah,
the
she is
producers
kind
of the
of-
show are going to start following more what the books were
Yeah.
giving them if they've lost.
you know what, because in the
Ran
books
out of
there was
ideas.
no, like, Caroline I think is a combination of two characters.
Okay.
And Elena was very different. In the books, Elena was like was kind of more like Caroline, was very like, I'm the cheerleader, like I'm the most popular girl in school, like kind of a little obnoxious in that way. She wasn't as nice.
Interesting.
So
Do we think that Fell will play a role with Elena as far as her connection with Rick and Elena wanting that connection back? And
I mean,
because to me, Bonnie,
Jeremy needs an adult.
yeah.
Well, no, but now he can see Rick, so I feel like he said, I'm always going to be there for
No, Rick,
you.
I think, is moving on. And either way, Jeremy needs a living
Living
person.
person
You can't
to
just
take
hang
care of
out
it.
with a ghost
Yeah.
and be like, hey, I'm going to school. Would you mind doing the laundry?
He wanted to date a ghost at one point.
Right, and then he realized he couldn't.
He made out with a ghost at one point.
Well, you know. So it could just be advice.
No, I do. We are at a point now where
And we're a lack of humans.
There are literally
for
two
these
humans left.
Yeah.
Who are the humans?
Matt and
Did
Dan.
you-
Jeremy, that's true. And Jeremy has been dead 1,000 times.
So I do think that if anything, we need some sort of
We need
humans
humans.
Yeah.
in this cast
Humans.
to be added.
And fell in, but whatever.
No, but I'm sure we're gonna get a whole handful of new characters. Next
Yeah.
season.
I just hope it's not like, because I grew up with the OC was like my big like soap opera like teenage
so
soap.
young.
I know I'm so little, but anyways, and the problem was like it was always about Ryan and Marissa, but then they would like bring in all these other random characters when they would pull them apart. I just hope they don't do that, where it's like, oh, Elena is trying to get away from Stefan and Damon, we're going to bring in this random other character, the new boy in school, and have Elena kind of fall for him. Like, I think that would be stupid.
They'll probably do that.
Well, in the meantime,
Now that you've said that, that makes a lot of sense. And they will definitely do that.
I'm surprised
Absolutely.
they haven't yet.
Yeah.
3 seasons in.
well, here's the 4th for you. And let's we have a phone call. Let's take that. Hello? Here, call.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey. Hey, what's going on? Call, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Casey, Columbus.
Hey, Casey.
What up, guys?
Billy and I know Casey from Secret Circle.
Okay.
So, what did you think of tonight's episode? Or what did you want to talk
Oh
about?
man, I thought it was quite something. I didn't expect a lot. It was a lot to take in. So.
Where do you think we're heading with this whole Elena, Stefan, Damon situation?
I think a lot changes because now she's a vampire, and I think she'll remember now that she met Damon first. So when she said on the phone, if I met you first, things would be different. And
Well, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's kind of a bad thing because it's she's wishy-washy, changing her feelings based on who she met first. But I'm really not sure what to think about that.
And also wishy-washy in the sense of she's always just mind-boggled. And here we go again. She finally is like, I'm going to choose Stefan now. And then we open this box back up.
Well, we do all have to remember she is a teenage girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true.
And only you can
Attest
lead us
to.
into the mind of a teenage girl.
I can lead you into the mind of teenage girl, and let me tell you, we're kind of messed up.
Thank you.
Teenage girls are messed up. We're overdramatic. We can be nightmares. We can, especially when it comes to boys. And by the way, if I had a boy that looks like Ian Somerhalder and a boy that looks like Paul Wesley, both vying for my affections, I'd have some trouble picking too.
And Matt. Whatever
And
his
Matt,
name is.
yeah.
Matt has kind of just
Zach
stopped that. He
Rohrig?
just
Yeah.
stares
Yes,
over
thank
her while
you.
she's sleeping.
Yeah. That was so weird.
Casey, who would you like to see Elena with?
To be honest, I think
Cutthroat.
she'd be. I'd say Damon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm with you.
I'm with you too.
I'm with you too, Casey.
And then, before we let you go, this whole situation with Klaus. Do we think Klaus's body is gone? Or he'll stay in Tyler's body for the rest of the series?
That's actually a point that I was very confused on. I was actually wondering what you guys thought. Is Tyler technically still there, or is he gone, or how does that work? Because that's a thing that
I think consensus we said we think Tyler's dead for sure.
Yeah.
It's so hard to say that they would kill off the character of Tyler and just replace him with Klaus
Yeah.
completely. But I think for now Tyler is gone.
Gone. Yeah.
And is this the easier way? Because maybe they wanted to kill Tyler off, but people like him. Is this an easier way to get rid of his character?
I guess. I don't
In
know.
that sense?
I
I
think
think so, 'cause I think
Interesting.
it sort of kills two birds with one stone. It gives you something to do with Klaus, because I don't think they knew what to do with him anymore.
Yeah.
But
They-
they wanted to keep the character.
They've gone to such a point with him as to, is he always going to be the villain, or what
Yeah,
do we do
it's
with
like
this
how many
person?
we've said it before, how many times can he threaten to kill everybody Elena loves?
Right.
It got a little
and this
bit
way,
ridiculous.
because if one of them died, if Klaus died, Tyler died. So this way you keep kind of both of them.
Right, you get to
Yeah.
So
keep.
it was sort of this a compromise that they created. And an exciting one. I think one that's going to be interesting to watch it unfold next
I
season.
think so too. It's just
And no one's ever safe on Vampire Diaries, so it
No.
wouldn't shock me if Tyler Lockwood is gone. That
No,
wouldn't be
not
so
at all.
surprising. He's not a main character by any means. And I mean,
I mean,
they've said it. No one is safe
yeah.
on this show.
And by the way, they survived 5 episodes without him.
yeah.
It wasn't a big deal.
Well, and then, Casey, jump in on this too. What did you guys think that the transition was that Tyler was going through? Because obviously it couldn't have been...
I think it was Klaus pretending, so she would leave.
Oh.
because Tyler has that
Because Tyler was
power
already
now.
out of that body. That wasn't Tyler anymore.
Yeah.
They had already switched
right.
once Bonnie did the
Good
thing in the
call.
coffin. So he was pretending, but he could force the body to change into a werewolf because he was in
Yeah.
it. And that was him pretending so she would leave. So he could hide in the thing and wait for Bonnie to come back in. That was totally what that was in my mind.
How's he gonna explain it though? That's my question. Like how?
So, wait,
Tyler's
okay.
body is alive. So how is he gonna explain to anybody?
I just think Caroline's gonna know off the top of her head.
No, I don't
She's
think so.
Tyler gonna
No,
leave?
No,
or
I don't
like,
think
oh
so.
my God,
I don't know.
You don't? If you love someone, you can, just like Stefan knew that kiss from Elena, it wasn't right. You just know sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think in a lot of ways, Tyler is going to, what was I saying? Oh, I think the fact that, because they were like, so none of them died and Klaus sired all of them. I think it was they killed, when he staked him, since it was Tyler in Klaus's body, they killed Tyler.
Right, but his like essence. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. Like
it's
that's where like
it's
I get
weird.
confused.
It's so confusing.
Personally as well.
I'm sure
Okay.
it will be explained in the fall.
Let's hope.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
And we have to
sit and
wait 3
how-
months.
Well, Casey,
that's
thank you
actually
so
gonna
much
have
for
that
calling
long
in.
time.
Hopefully you'll join us next season. Be a
Oh,
faithful
definitely.
listener and watcher. And you can join
Or
these
later
guys in
tonight for Secret Circle.
Yeah,
Of course. You
join
know
us
it.
later tonight.
All right. Thanks, Casey.
And as for us, we're going to head to a commercial break. When we get back, we are going to finalize our predictions.
I got rich dressing on my dress.
Hey everybody, John Comerford here. I've got my Mad Men with me.
Kevin Undergaro.
Phil Svitek. For all you fans of Mad Men, we're your AfterBuzz TV hosts of Mad Men. Every Sunday right after the show, 9:30, we're breaking down the episode.
You can also check us out on iTunes and YouTube the following morning.
We're going to get into the imagery, the symbolism, the structure. We give you all the information on Mad Men that the other podcasts out there don't.
Very insightful. You're gonna love it. Check us out.
Hello, everybody. We are the LA Complex crew, and we are here with Andre Fuller from the LA Complex, who plays Caldrick King. And you can catch LA Complex every Tuesday night on the CW at 9 o'clock. After that, come to our AfterBuzz TV show, where we do a recap of the LA Complex. We talk about Raquel, we talk about sex tapes, we talk about, relationships. And you can catch us live at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, AfterBuzzTV.com. If you can't catch us live, go ahead and swing over to YouTube the next day. You can rate, you can comment, watch us. iTunes, same thing. Download, rate, comment. And we would love to hear your feedback. And we love to support, guys. So please, please, please support us and support the LA Complex. Buzz you later.
Guys, this is the AfterBuzz TV crew for The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Woo! Don't forget to tune in every Monday night at 8 p.m. to see
Adrienne Barrow,
Deanna Vaughn,
Susan Hahn,
Giselle Ugardi.
Buzz you later!
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
All right, so what do we want to buzz about LA Complex?
Yep, I want to buzz about
can I make-
Real Housewives, LA Complex, and Mad Men.
Can I make a series prediction?
Yes.
Can I make an end of series prediction?
End of
And
series.
now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Elena gets killed. Dun dun dun.
I think because, by the way, I know Julie Pleck and Kevin, they already decided what happens at the end of the series.
How many
They already
series?
know.
How many seasons do we think this show's gonna get?
I think
Let's
one
just-
more.
Really?
I think next season is the last season.
No, I think 2 more. I think CW's known for kind of like, especially like with Gossip Girl. I think they'll
6,
do.
7,
I mean, if you
9.
think One Tree Hill lasted 9
Yeah.
seasons, like I think they could go to 6.
Unless they randomly
seven.
have really good luck with like 7 new shows next
Yeah.
fall, this show's gonna be
Yeah,
on
on for a while.
That's
I think
true.
it is
Well,
going.
what do you think, Billy? How many seasons?
I think it's still got a couple more in it. It's the top rated show on the CW.
I
Yeah.
think
And
2
why do you
more
think one more?
seasons max. Well, because I think this network in general has had issues with shows like this. Not saying that this isn't
That are so
one of-
serialized.
yes,
Yeah.
one of like the top rated shows. But when Buffy was on the air, it was one of the top rated shows and got canceled after 5 seasons.
7.
5.
Oh, 5 of them moved.
It moved to Fox.
Well,
Yeah.
and
It was
honestly,
a different network. You can't compare.
Yeah, you can't.
the
the WB to
views on this have
CW.
gone down every season.
Yeah.
But comparatively to everything else that the network has to
Oh, no.
offer,
Yeah.
it's still, and they're not
Yeah.
gonna. They're gonna cancel
Right.
something else.
And it
first.
has the biggest like fan base, the biggest.
Now, book-wise,
But-
how many books are there?
the books. Well, they did. It was weird. They did like a whole thing of, there was like a series of books and then like kind of an extension of books. But I know the last book was the second to last book. Elena dies. The last book was in Bonnie's point of view.
Interesting. That'd be funny if the show ends and the whole thing was in Bonnie's point of view. And she's just like sitting there writing in her journal.
So
in her
I think,
grimoire.
I think
and then closes it. And it's
Elena
like, evil
dies.
witch.
Boys walk off. Brothers together.
Hand in hand.
Hand
she
in
brought
hand.
them back together.
She
and
brought
that's
them
how-
back together.
Her
Hand in hand. Her love.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Well, it's sad. We're not going to get to watch this anymore. We have to wait how many months?
3 months.
September.
Which really isn't that long.
It really
so
is. It just feels longer.
Hold out and do us all a favor and go and rewatch all our old shows.
Yes, on
How
iTunes,
does that
YouTube,
sound?
rate, subscribe. Give us comments. We'll check them out. And we have some surprises coming up, too.
We do.
So stay tuned. You can follow us at AfterBuzz TV on Facebook, Twitter. You can follow me at DJ Jesse J.
M. Harbert.
At You Can Call Me Skiff.
At Billy Nilles _duh.
Peace.
Good night.
Bye.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.